rugged, tough stud on the football field. How exactly did Saquon Barkley get to the point of a potential #1 pick? Sacrifice. His mother, Tanya Johnson, met her husband in New York City, and times were tough. The area I was living in became a drug-infested area, she said. You were only allowed into the block you already lived on the block. All the gangsters were in the hallways. There was a lot of shootings going on. Saquon's father, Alibe, the nephew of a 3-division title holder in the 80s, who beat Hall of Famer Tommy Hearns not once, but twice, followed in his footsteps. And Saquon would say, I truly believe that if I didn't fall in love with football, I would have ended up being a boxer. His dad's boxing career was cut short because of a shoulder injury. Feeling like he had no purpose with his physical limitations, the dream he was chasing, over. Like that. So the demons kicked in, and they won. He was in prison at Rikers Island on a weapons charge at just 19 years old. When young Saquon was born, Alibe continued using as a functioning drug addict. He struggled for 7 years, the constant fiend for crack cocaine. Tanya had enough. She moved her family with or without their father. She wanted her kids to run around free and not have to worry about sitting in a park and seeing a shootout. She told her husband, I'm leaving. You could either follow or not. He wasn't doing well, so he chose to follow. They lived in public housing and would be on the move constantly, from one town to the next to the next. My mom is a soldier, Saquon said. She'll do whatever for her family. The reason we are so close and so strong is my mom. And so is Saquon. He just didn't know it yet. His mom recalls he'd always come to me like, am I ever going to grow? Uncertain of himself or not, Saquon won a wrestling title in the top district in the country. His former coach said he could have been a D1 wrestler. At Whitehall High School, an institution with no football history, but small school graduates, Saquon was a puny 160 pounds and a 5'8"-ish body. In the weight room, Barkley wouldn't complete a squat because he feared hurting his knees. Seriously. On the field, he didn't think he belonged with the varsity team. Imagine that. Or to go further, get this. I had doubts about playing football, Barkley said. Wait, what? I thought maybe this sport's not for me. Maybe I should try something else. Good thing my father made me stick with it. He was misplaced positionally, a big problem. He started at outside linebacker and was a backup on offense. Yeah, a Heisman finalist was a backup. The Whitehall coaching staff would say no one expected him to be the elite back he is today. He had to do things the hard way. He just didn't have confidence in his ability yet. His sophomore year was the turning point. In the weight room, he was a freak in there, said one former teammate. With a starter going down, Saquon was given a chance. He attended Rutgers' football camp, and even with a limited highlight tape, then head coach Kyle Flood offered him a scholarship. He was legitimately happy. He came back later with his parents had committed strongly to us. Junior year, he added 30 pounds. Whitehall won a league title, and more importantly, the former perplexed tailback started to believe. Then Penn State coach Bill O'Brien offered Saquon a scholarship. His reply? Coach, I appreciate that, but right now I'm committed to Rutgers. The AD of his school went on, he said all the right things. Later in 2013, Saquon went on an unofficial visit to Penn State. He saw what a whiteout night game was like. He saw Penn State in 4 overtimes upset Michigan. He was conflicted as high school kids can be. James Franklin took over for O'Brien at Penn State and told Barkley, I don't care if I have to come to your house and slap you in the head, but you have to play for Penn State. You have no say. Soon thereafter, he decommitted from Rutgers.
I'll be furthering my academic and athletic career at Pennsylvania State University.
Senior year, he skyrocketed to 6'2", 215 pounds. As a basketball player, he led his school with hustle, not flash, but Whitehall lost in the championship game. He also ran track and succeeded. At one meet, he won his first ever medal, but witnessed a female competitor robbed of her win because of a clock malfunction. So he did this.
Saquon said, I saw your race, you should have won, and I think you deserve this medal, and just handed me the medal.
The down-to-earth, family-driven, do-the-right-thing kid did just that. Second week of his Penn State career, 115 rushing yards against Buffalo. He set the single-season freshman rushing record, surpassing 1,000 yards. In 2016, he was named Offensive Player of the Year as a sophomore. He is the Nittany Lions' career leader in all-purpose yards, setting records for rushing touchdowns, total touchdowns, and a historic mark, finding the end zone in 15 straight games. He has deadlifted 400 pounds, benched 225 30 times, and killed the combine in Indy. From the rough streets of the Bronx, developing into a 160-pound doubter of his own abilities. a kid who loves his family. Saquon Barkley appears ready for the NFL. The question is the NFL ready for him?